Assalamualaikum and hello YouTube. My name is Nur Muhammad from NMWatch and we are back with another AliExpress 11/11 sale. So for 2022, the AliExpress 11/11 sales will be happening from 1st until 12th of November 2022. And do remember that during the first 3 days, 1 until 3rd of November, the discounts will be $5 for every $30 purchase. So that is the most discounts that you're gonna have. So just, you know what, just take a look at my suggestion and see what you can get. And of course, I am an AliExpress affiliate link member, so whatever you buy using my affiliate link in the video description, that will enable me to get some commission, and I say thank you very much for supporting the channel through that way. All right, so I'm going to be showing you I think four series of this video, where the first one I'm going to be talking about watches that is available that I've already reviewed for under USD100, and at the end of the video I'm going to be showing you what am I going to be getting during, or maybe I'm going to be getting during the sales, right? So first up is this Baltany Quartz VD35 movement, right? So basically this one is using a Seiko quartz movement with that sub dials at the 6 o'clock. I think it looks cool. And this one is a, they mentioned that this one is using a, the design of this particular case is called the bubble bag design. So where you can see that there is a hint of a vintage Rolex bubble bag. So although this is not a direct copy or copage of that particular watch, but yeah, you can see that there is quite a lot of, you know, inspiration from that particular case back and you can see that this what do you call this, coin edge finishing is also available on that particular style of case. And yeah, on the top we have this brush finishing on the top, and we have this straight lugs, which makes it very, very cool in my opinion, because when you put it on a leather strap like this, so you don't really see quite a lot of gap between the case and the strap, right? So the side of the case is polished, and the bezel is also fully polished, and we have this what do you call this, dome, a single dome box sapphire crystal, which is quite an expensive thing to get, right? So, and I think during the AliExpress sales, this one you will be able to get this for under $100 US. Of course, I will pop up the picture somewhere around here, right? So this one is in a yellow dial, so they also comes in a white dial, but I think the yellow dial is much more better. And the dial, right, so we have that Roman numerals on the 12 to 4 8 and also sorry, 8 and 10 o'clock, right? So which for me it looks very, very unique. And those handsets, right? So all of those handsets are painted in blue. I'm not really sure whether it is a heat treated blue or not, but if it is, it's going to be quite expensive. But yeah, that is why I don't really think that is the case, right? So some mentioned that the printing on this particular case is quite small. I have to agree, but still it is with quite a legible watch in my opinion, right? So the crown is using this tiny crown. It is tiny but easy to use, and you can see that even though that this is a crown, sorry, a quartz movement, it is still screw down, right? So it is okay, not that bad, so easy to manipulate, right? So it came on this particular leather strap, so not that bad in my opinion. Yep, and it is, you know, soft out of the box, and there is no sign on the buckle itself, right? So if you don't really want to go for something that is quartz, you can also get some automatic movement, albeit it is going to cost you more, maybe around $125 to $150. But yeah, do shop around and see what is available on their website, right, on their listing, right? So let's just put the watch on the wrist, and let's see how this 36mm case looks like. Oh, the thickness is a bit thick though for a quartz watch, and yeah, I don't really mind it, but some will do, but still not really that bad in my opinion. 13mm is the thickness. So but the lug width is 18mm. Yeah, I think it suits the design of this particular case very, very nice, and yeah, I don't think it looks bad at all. All right, so this is how it looks on my skinny 6.75-inch wrist or 17cm wrist, and yeah, I think it looks good. Right, so let's go to the next watch, which is a Cadisen. This is the C8185. C8200. So they mentioned that this watch is being designed by a German designer that they employ to give that unique look. So I have to say that yeah, it's quite unique. So it is not a direct copage or copy of any watch that is, you know, similar to this style. So some of you might say that there is a hint of royal oak in it, but I don't really think so. Oops, okay, so I'm just adjusting the camera here. So I don't really think so, because yeah, they have some similarities but not a direct copy of that, right? So this one came with to me in this green dial. They also came in blue and also in white, or is it in Tiffany blue, I think. So yeah, that's interesting colors. The only issue for me is that the watch is 40 millimeters, so 40 millimeters in diameter, which is not that bad, but the lug to lug, right? So from here to here is 48, I think, but this end link, so it sticks out really big. So that it means when I wear it, it will feel a bit too big. So because from here to here the length is about 53 millimeters, so that does have some, you know, add some visual it looks quite big in my opinion. So although you can take off the bracelet here, because this is using a 20 millimeters lug width, but I know guys, so for this kind of style, with this style of watch, I don't really think taking off the bracelet would make it look good. And yeah, I tried and it doesn't look good at all. And of course, putting a brace or a strap under that hooded lug is going to be not hooded lug, it's going to be very tight. So yeah, not really a lot of options for you there, right? So it is using the Miyota 8215 movement. So yeah, that is also one thing that you should consider. So but still, for anything, this one you can get it definitely under around less than $100 US. Yeah, it is not that bad, but yeah, still, if you can, you know, maybe if they change it to a hacking movement, that will be better in my opinion. So the taper on this bracelet is not that, you know, it's not that big. That is why this thing is the weight of this particular watch is quite heavy. So, and of course, not having any micro adjustment system also, you know, it's a bit of a problem for some. So I have to wear this watch a bit loose, because if I take out one link, it will be a bit too tight for me, right? So of course you have a display case back there, and I don't think that this is a sapphire crystal, but yeah, sapphire crystal on the back, on the front of course, but on the back it is using a mineral crystal, right? So you see that, yep, there is a bit of gap here, but yeah, I don't really mind it, because yeah, it is what it is, guys, right? So that is the Cadisen C8200. And next, the third watch is another Cadisen. This one is called the Cadisen C8185, right? So 8185 using a Miyota 8285 movement, right? So this is a hacking and hand winding movement, right? So with the date and day wheel, right? So, and of course you see here, this is a classic. You see that the second head is stopping here, and this looks like a classic vintage Rolex, I think. So yep, I'm not really sure which Rolex this watch is trying to homage, but I'm pretty sure that that particular Rolex doesn't have any meteor-ish looking dial, right? So this is definitely not a meteorite dial, but yeah, still it does have that, you know, that look to it, right? So the Roman numerals is applied Roman numeral. Our indices looks very nice, and even we have a minute track printed at the outer side of the dial, which is very cool. And we have this fluted bezel design, which I don't really like in the beginning, but after wearing this watch for some time, yeah, I kind of, you know, digging it. The only issue for me is that this is a bit of a big watch at 40 millimeters. So my preference right now is, you know, something that is smaller. For me, a dress watch should be under 38 millimeters or less. So but yeah, still, if you like big dress watch, yeah, this is one of the options that is available, right? So the bracelet is featuring this what do you call this, president style bracelet, which looks very cool in my opinion. And of course we have that, you know, dual push button what do you call this, butterfly clasp here, and at the back we have that Miyota. We can see that hacking Miyota 8215 movement, right? So let's just see how it looks like on my skinny 6.75 or 17 centimeters wrist, right? So that looks cool. And oh yeah, I totally forgot, the lug width is 20 millimeters, so that is also one of the reason why I think it is a bit too big. So if it is using 20 millimeters lug width, so that will slim down the appearance of the bracelet, and it will look much more comfortable in my opinion, right? So but anyway, this is a really cool watch, right? So that is watch number 3, and let's go to next watch, which is this. I have just received this yesterday, just 2 days back. So this is the Pagani design PD1751, right? So one look at it, you guys will know what this watch is an homage of, right? So that to the Ranger is in 39 millimeters, but this one is in 37 millimeters. So it looks small, but it doesn't wear that small because the thickness is 13.9, right? So we have this domed box sapphire crystal, and we have another sapphire crystal at the back showing off this Seiko NH35 movement, right? So all of this for under $100 US. I was like, oh wow, that is definitely maybe a bargain of the century. But yeah, still there are a few quirks that you would have you need to expect when you are dealing with Pagani design, mainly the poor lume. The lume is still not great, but yeah, still, yeah, it is serviceable, it is okay, not that bad. And the bracelet is not that, you know, you see the end link finish, the end link, and the case brushing is, the brushing pattern is not the same. And of course this I don't know guys, this I just don't like this style of clasp from Pagani design. It is very difficult to open and very difficult to adjust this micro adjust. So yeah, you know what, if you guys are planning to get one of these, just take out the bracelet and put it on another leather strap or something like that, and then it would look very cool, right? So 37 millimeters might look too small for some, but you know what, I just love smaller watches these days, and I think this is a nice watch. But you know what, just ditch the bracelet guys, ditch the bracelet. All right, so maybe you can get this for I don't know, 99 US dollars from Pagani design official store. And yeah, this is definitely a great bargain if you want to have something smaller than a 39 millimeters to the Ranger, right? So next up is the best of the bunch for me, right? So for me, you really can't go wrong with this Pagani design PD1701. So because it has, one look at it and you guys know what this watch is all about. So this is an homage of the Omega Speedmaster, but I've made a few videos saying that this is basically much better watch if you can't get those, you know, Omega Moon Swatch, because this one first is this made by you know, using a stainless steel 316L stainless steel, and of course it has this sapphire crystal, and also it has this ceramic bezel insert. So spec to spec, this is definitely much more worth the money in my opinion, right? So if you guys can wear anything that bears other than Omega or Swatch, right? So Pagani design is not that bad in my opinion, but yeah, still some people would hate it for whatever reason, right? So I've just started the chronograph of this VK63 movement, or is it 64? I can't remember. Yeah, one maybe you would hate the date wheel here, but I don't really mind it because it looks okay, not that bad in that position. But yeah, still, this is the version 3, and it comes with all the correct hour hands and also all the correct indices, which is very cool. The size 42 millimeters in diameter, thickness of 14 millimeters, 47.8 lug to lug, and 20 millimeters lug width, right? So the bracelet for me is not that good, right? So it is real threadly, it's a bit it's just not finished, not refined, but yeah, it has some sharp edges on top of here, but not really, you know, it's not going to be scratching your arm whatsoever. But yeah, still, I don't really like it, right? So 3 micro adjust, so okay, design class, but I prefer to take this off the bracelet and put it on other strap, and this one is definitely a strap monster in my opinion. So you will see a few videos I will upload soon on how this watch looks on different straps option, right? So the price point, so I think you will be able to get this at around 70 or 75 US dollars. For that money, this is definitely a great bargain, right? So before, let's just put it on the wrist and see how it looks like. 42 millimeters on a chronograph watch. It doesn't really look that big in my opinion. So yeah, I think it looks just fine on my wrist. And before we do a quick lume check, right? So I'm just gonna, for me, for anything that is 175, sorry, under 100 US dollars, what will I get during the sales? I think I'm gonna go for the Berny. Not the normal white version, but the full lume version. Yep, those Bernys, you know, I've been wanting to get those watches for quite some time now, but still you know what, the size 40 millimeters is a bit too big in my opinion. But yeah, still, let's see how it goes and see if I manage to get one, right? So are you guys ready? 3, 2, 1, and boom, you can see that the lume on the Cadisen C8200 is using a combination of a BGW9 on the hands and C3 Super Luminova on the hour indices, but it is not really that strong, I can tell you that. And both the Pagani design, the PD1701, is also okay, not that bad, but still it will not last that long. But the strongest of them all, of this trio, is this PD1751. Even this one, it will not stay all through the night. So yeah, that is just how Pagani design is right now. I really hope that in the future Pagani design will be able to give us more than right now. So yeah, please, Pagani design, if you guys are listening to me, so please do improve your lume. So there you have it, guys, my first video of watches under 100 US dollars that you can get during the AliExpress sales from 1st until 12th November 2022. So if you guys like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. If you want to see more future video reviews such as this one, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, I'll see you soon. Stay safe and bye bye.